Today's episode is sponsored by Porch. Stick around to find out more. Every year or so, I will make a smart home tour video, and the angry Home Assistant nerds will tell me, "You should have used Home Assistant! Everything you do is stupid, and you should be killed!" Alright. Well, I did it. I moved my entire smart home into Home Assistant. And you know what? What I said would happen, happened. I haven't had sex since. Hope you're happy. Happiness is for idiots! It's true, I've moved everything that can possibly be moved. Every door sensor, every motion sensor, every button, light bulb, LED strip, curtain motor, and blind is now in Home Assistant. 90% of it works entirely locally, and I think I have actually fallen in love with it. To the point that Nisha can stand butt naked next to me, and I'll just say, "Not now, babe. I'm tinkering with my YAML files." Home Assistant. Home Assistant. Home Assistant. Home Assistant. Home Assistant. Home Assistant! And so I thought, now is a good time for a smart home tour. Follow me. That's really cheesy. The whole of the front of my house is covered by a super long, waterproof ZIGBEE LED strip from ZemiSmart. This LED strip is triggered by a ZIGBEE motion sensor in the porch and only triggers if the sun has gone down. The strip automatically turns itself back off after 1 minute of inactivity.
1 minute!
Yes, Billy Joe from Green Day. 1 fucking minute! This very same motion sensor also triggers my Google Nest Hub to say there's someone at the front door and this is the clever part, automatically loads the Nest feed on my PC monitor. I achieved this by having Home Assistant on my Raspberry Pi tell my BROADLINK RM4 Mini to send an infrared signal to the FLIC USB adapter on my computer to tell Event Ghost in Windows to load a web page. That's right. I haven't had sex in quite some time. Home Assistant knows where me and Nisha are at any given time, and this enabled me to create automations that will enable an alarm system that I created specifically in Home Assistant and disable it if we are at home. Right now, me and Nisha are at home, and so the alarm system is disabled, and it does this as we reach the house if we have been away. If we're not home, then the door sensor triggers a particularly bonkers sequence of events that involves turning every bulb and every LED strip in the whole house red. It opens the curtains, it dispatches my RoboVac, and it sets off a siren and tells my Echo Show to verbally abuse the intruder.
Welcome home. Unless you are a burglar, in which case you have 10 seconds to find my button. And your wife tells me you're not very good at that.
The alarm system can only be disabled with either my phone, Nisha's phone, or this ZIGBEE key fob. And because Home Assistant knows our whereabouts, I also have routines that let me know when Nisha safely arrives at work, and also when she's leaving work, because Home Assistant makes you weird. It's a weird thing for me to be keeping track of. And now, a word from our sponsor, Porch. Reginald, do you know how Porch works? No, you don't, you moron! Let me explain! Porch is a free desktop browser extension that helps you find the best discount codes when shopping online for the essentials, such as top hats and pipe tobacco, because I'm a man. Thanks to Porch's newfangled supercomputer, when I was shopping for a televisual broadcast device, Porch automatically popped up and applied a £400 discount on this Sony Bravia TV from Curry's PC World. Porch works at £400. Reginald, I just got £400 off a television for nothing. I did literally nothing. Porch works on over 3,000 sites, so if you wanted to fill your big fat stupid face with Domino's Pizza or Pizza Hut, or even get some special pills from Lloyd's Pharmacy to help you maintain your... to help you get strong... to... trouser department... You can get protein powder from Lloyd's Pharmacy for much cheaper. Thanks to Pouch Points, even if there are no live codes at the time of your shop, you'll still be able to earn points from participating retailers to claim later on as gift cards. Pouch is completely free and can be installed in just 2 clicks. Don't forget to pin it to your browser to make sure you can take advantage. So get Pouch for free right now by clicking the link at the top of this video's description. And now, back to our main feature. There are various triggers for the burglar alarm around the house, including an AQARA vibration sensor and various motion sensors from both AQARA and TUYA Smart Life. But these are also used in automations too. The door sensor, for example, plays a welcome home message when the door is opened, but only if the motion sensors in the house haven't detected motion. This ensures that it only plays when I actually come into the house and not every time I answer the door. That stops this from happening. You're right, mate.
Welcome home. Unless you are a burglar, in which case you have 10 seconds to find my button, and your wife tells me you're not very good at that.
Sorry about that. The living room relies primarily on voice commands currently, but has a Wi-Fi curtain motor controlled via TUYA Smart Life, an old RF projector screen that is having its remote mimicked by my BROADLINK RM Pro, which is also sending infrared signals to turn on the projector, some candles, and the Xbox. The lights at the front and at the back of the room are from a Dutch company that I refuse to say the name of because it makes me sick in my mouth, and they were powered on by my CONBEE stick directly connected to my Raspberry Pi. The mains lights are connected to the CONBEE stick and are powered via an AQARA ZIGBEE light switch, which has a 2-way light switch remote just the other side of the wall. I wired this side of the wall to be permanently on and covered it over with the remote to stop the missus from cutting power to the main switch on the other side, because as we all know, Nisha likes to push my buttons. In the dining room, I have wired this switch to be permanently on too. I've put a cover over the front of it and simply stuck a Bluetooth FLIC button on the top. Since I became a massive nerd, this is now connected directly to the Bluetooth module of the Raspberry Pi, and all the requests are now being handled by Home Assistant. Home Assistant. I'm not humping the air again. A single click of this FLIC button will toggle the entire room on and off with one press, and it very specifically sets the room to dining mode. If I double click that button, it will change the room instead to study mode for when Nisha is studying at the table. The absolutely stunning bulbs that are responsible for these 2 levels of brightness are from Shelly, and they are being operated locally by Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, screw me just like that.
Smart! The tree lights came on thanks to the sockets in the corner, which are from BG Electrical and are part of BROADLINK's Wi-Fi range. And this lamp is connected to an old HomeEasy RF dimmable socket and is being controlled by the RM Pro in the living room when Home Assistant instructs it to do so. There is also a blind motor from Soma, which has been charging from the sun since 2018 and has never once run out of battery. And finally, these super cute TUYA Smart Life Wi-Fi lights, which came from ZemiSmart one Christmas a couple of years ago. I love them. Just love them so much. Might love them a little bit too much. The only thing in the kitchen other than the Echo Show is a little vibration sensor which is sat on the washing machine, and the idea behind this is that it will tell me and Nisha when the washing machine has finished spinning because it will recognize that vibration has stopped. This is a work in progress. I think I need to actually attach it to the drum itself because the vibrations just aren't strong enough. It's not vibrating hard enough. What? There's nothing sexual about hard things vibrating. Stop it. Stop it.
Oh yeah!
In the gym, I have 8 ZIGBEE smart spotlights in the ceiling from a company called Ajax, and they are all connected independently and directly in Home Assistant. I have a Philips Ambilight TV with Tasker installed on it. This bit's super clever. If you haven't checked out my project from before, I'll link it in the description, but basically, this TV will automatically load up my driveway feed if somebody presses the doorbell, thanks to Tasker. Just so nerdy. So nerdy. Not even Home Assistant. Which hump do I do? Oh, the task! It's not the same. There are some Lifex bulbs at the end of the room and a Lifex LED strip beneath my really big, very heavy, very manly weights that I'm always benching because I'm such a big, heavy man. And there's an Echo Studio in the corner of the room. The light switch in this room has also been wired to be permanently live and has been covered over with a remote control that allows me to update individual zones on the ceiling lights for both color and brightness. And anyone that thinks this remote control is ugly is a stupid dum-dum and I hate them. I spent a full hour this morning cleaning the bathroom just so I could show off that I technically have an automation in here. Check it out. You think Reed from Smart Home Solver would have cleaned his bathroom just to show you that? No. His bathroom would already have been cleaned because he's not a disgusting reprobate. The motion sensor in the hall acts as part of the alarm system, but also works for home automation too, and switches on the ZIGBEE bulbs in the hallway after sundown. But the automation also has a condition that says if it's after 11 o'clock at night, then only put the ceiling lights on very, very dim, so that when we go to the bathroom in the night, we don't get blinded. These things are called lock covers, but they should probably be called marriage savers. They're not the best looking things in the world, but they do look better than tape, which is what a lot of people do. I'm actually waiting on my electrician friend to come and replace these for me. I did take a look at it myself, but as soon as I took the thing away from the wall, I did a bit of wee in my pants. Ridiculously terrifying. The bedroom is where the magic happens. Have sex with me. Yes, I know I did that joke a week ago. I'm going to keep doing that joke because it's my new favourite joke. I'll enjoy it every week from now on. When me and Nisha go to bed, we've got a motion sensor which turns the rear lights on behind the bed using a ZIGBEE plug socket. It closes the curtains via their ZIGBEE motor. It lowers the blind with an RF signal from BROADLINK. It turns on the NVIDIA shield using an ADB packet across the network, which in turn switches the projector on via HDMI CEC. This routine has a condition that says if it's after 11 o'clock at night, stop running. This means that if we get up in the night to go to the toilets, it doesn't turn the whole room on again. That would be stupid and ridiculous. And over here we have 2 flick buttons with a couple of printouts to remind me what they actually do. A single click will turn the lights and entertainment system on, but clicking it again turns the lights off, but leaves the entertainment system still on. This is because Nisha usually goes to sleep before me and asks me to turn the lights off whilst I carry on watching TV. When I do want to turn the projector off because I'm ready to go to sleep, I can hold the button down, which will turn the lights off if they're on and turn the entertainment system off. And double clicking it turns the lights off if they're on, but also starts a countdown to turn the projector off in 10 minutes time in case I want to fall asleep whilst it's on. And I'll know that command has been accepted when I press the button because my Amazon Echo will say this.
I will turn the projector off in 10 minutes.
A single click of the other button is for other bedroom activities. Where the magic happens. Actual magic. This button has never been used. Not since I started faffing around with YAML files. A double click of the button starts the motion sensors monitoring for motion downstairs.
Downstairs alarm set.
And if detected, my Echo says this.
The downstairs motion sensor has been triggered.
My Echo Show says this.
Congratulations. You have triggered knife in the face mode. Please stand still whilst you are disposed of.
At 6:30 in the morning, an LED strip slowly fades up underneath the bed to wake me up more gradually, and if you haven't experienced this, I can't recommend it enough. It is so much better than having an alarm clock blaring in your ear to wake you up. I wake up now every morning feeling like I'm 40, because I'm 40, but It's better than an alarm clock. And at 9 AM, the blind and curtains open automatically, ready to begin the day again. And this leads us to our last room. This is my studio/office, and it all starts up with this ZIGBEE light switch. The second switch, first of all, we'll talk about is actually wired to nothing, but when it is pressed, it starts a routine in Home Assistant to turn the bedroom off. This is so if we wake up from a nap or, you know, have sex with me. Magic. We can walk out of the room and still have a way to turn everything in that room off. The main switch in the music room turns on every smart device in here, and there are a lot of them. But almost every light is actually having its power cut and turned back on by a smart socket. This means there are less points of failure because one smart socket is responsible for multiple lights. Consequently, there's not much to say about this room because the automation itself is very simple. The one thing that is exceptionally cool in this room though is the automation for filming my videos, which means that I can press this FLIC button and it will toggle the studio lights on and off, but also change the color of the ZIGBEE lights in the ceiling and the LED strip around the wardrobe. One click switches between the two modes, and I have another FLIC button at my desk which does the exact same thing in case I've sat down and forgotten to switch it back. So why Home Assistant now after all this time? The answer is simple. I wanted to prove all the very angry nerds wrong. I often think I'm not capable, and I'm quite clearly capable of doing all this stuff. It's just that I have a life. I don't have a life anymore because I'm now fully in love with Home Assistant. Home Assistant! If you haven't tried Home Assistant, in all seriousness, it's actually really good fun, but it is so time consuming if you want to get anything but the very basics done. But if this is what it takes to prove those angry nerds wrong, then I'll never have sex again. That will teach them. We've had some laughs and jokes at the expense of Home Assistant fans, but don't forget to check out Porch. It's very important. Saves you money. It's literally free. It's a no-brainer. Add it now. Do it now. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments if there's anything you would have done differently, or any suggestions you have, or perhaps things that you've seen today that you'd like me to teach you on the channel. That's what I do. I shall teach you how to do things on the channel. Are you maybe considering doing this now off the back of this video? I would love to find out if you would too like to stop talking to girls. That's very interesting. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. That would tell YouTube's algorithms it was a good video and more people should see it. If you want to see some more of this guy, hit that subscribe button and ding that bell. If you ding the bell, it lets YouTube know that you want to be notified when I upload videos. These incredible people here made this and every video possible. They are my patrons from Patreon, and I bang on about them every single week because without them, I would still be sat in a call center somewhere. If you want to be one of those incredible people, you can do that at either Patreon or buy me a one-off beer at PayPal, and either way, I will genuinely love you forever. These are my Facebooks and my Twitters and my Instagrams and my TikToks too. Come and hang out there and we can be best friends. See you next time. You should have used Home Assistant. The fact that you didn't use Home Assistant proves what an incompetent idiot you are. YouTube should ban you and people should murder you while you're asleep. I don't know, where did that come from? He just flows from me. Ahab, angry Home Assistant virgin.